Okay, hello everyone. Today, welcome to our podcast. So today we'll be discussing about ethical decisions making in business, especially based on ethical theories and our personal values using Schwartz Value Questionnaire. So before we start our podcast, let's introduce ourselves.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ganesha Adiatma.
My name is Alexander Pascalis.
My name is Muhammad Haryo Bagas.
And my name is Fikri Sani.
And my name is Timothy Ariel Ginting. And we also have two special guests that are online.
Hi everyone, I'm here. Sorry I couldn't be there offline.
Hey guys, Aido here.
Okay, let's start with the first questions. So I want to ask about this, guys. What are your personal challenges when dealing with ethical issues in business decisions?
So I often have a hard time when choosing doing the kind or choosing what's the best for the businesses. For example, when choosing whether or not to lay off one of my employee for having a poor performance.
But isn't laying them off risk the whole company collapsing? Like, what would you choose?
I would find another solution. For example, like cutting off the budget from different sector maybe.
What do you think, guys?
But that's not always realistic. Sometimes layoffs are necessary.
And then?
For me, the challenge is ambition. I value achievement, so sometimes I might justify decisions that aren't fully ethical just to succeed.
Can you give an example of a situation?
For example, exaggerating product benefits in marketing. It's not fully lying, but not fully honest either.
Okay. I think that's a very common in business. So, in my opinion, but the biggest challenge for me is about balancing. Whereas personal morality is some kind of something like that. For example, a decision benefits 1,000 peoples, but harm like 10 employees of mine. Logically, it's a good decision, but for some reason, emotionally, it feels wrong. But based on Schwartz values, I think I lean towards achievement and security. So I sometimes prioritize results and stability over ethical risk.
In my opinion, I think my challenge is avoiding conflict. I really value security and stability, so I might stay silent even when something feels quite unethical.
So this is like a very unique question. Like this happens a lot of in big company. But what if your boss tells you to manipulate your data slightly, what would you do?
Honestly, I might hesitate to speak up immediately.
I think a lot of people would do the same too.
But in my point of view, I always try to think about fairness for everyone. But that's hard to do in business.
Yeah, because business isn't always fair.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes my value doesn't match the reality.
My challenge is pressure. Deadline, targets, and bosses can push you to make unethical decision.
So do you think people are aware when they're being unethical, Mickey?
Sometimes no, but it becomes normalized.
I think another challenge is that ethics isn't always clear. It's never black and white.
Okay. This is debate for us. Let's do a quick scenario, guys. A company can increase profit by 30%, but it will harm the environment. Should they do it? What do you think, Bagas?
I think yes, if it keeps the company alive.
Esa?
I don't think so because it's not sustainable in the long term.
How about you, Fikri?
I think it depends because you have to seek for the alternative first.
How about if there's no alternative degree? Maybe they should do it.
But that's how environmental damage keeps happening.
Yeah, everyone justifies it.
So clearly, ethical decisions depends on the perspective. Now, moving on, we're going to part 2. This is about strategies that you use to make more ethical decisions. So tell us more, Fikri.
Okay, so I often use a stakeholder approach. So I think it's about how decisions are affect everyone.
But what if stakeholders have a conflicting interest?
So I think I will prioritize the most impacted group first.
What do you think, Asa?
So I think I would ask myself whether is it okay for the decision if it's public.
That's actually a good test. I think about long-term versus short-term impact. For example, lying to customers might increase short-term profit but destroys trust.
Well, I think for me, I will use the three-step approach steps. First of all, utilitarian, like who benefits this, and then deontological, is it morally right? And the third of all is personal values, does it align with who I am? For example, if I'm asked to lie to a client, well, first of all, it might benefit the company, but morally, it's definitely wrong. It's definitely a no-no to go. But personally, I wouldn't feel any comfortable because it's not me to lie. But yeah, so then I would reject. What do you think, Pascal?
I think discussing this matter with other other partners or your other individuals might help in this case.
Like, how about this discussion though?
Exactly, it gives perspective.
I think companies needs a system, not just personal judgment.
And accountability. If no consequences, then ethics doesn't really matter.
Okay, moving on. I want to talk about real case discussion, guys. This is like the thing that really matter. Okay.
Okay.
So, if your boss asks you to slightly lie to close the deal, what would you do? Guys,
I might consider it, depending on how big the deal is.
how about you, Sa?
I think I wouldn't because it kind of crossed the ethical line.
Fikri?
I think I would try to find a middle ground.
That's how unethical culture starts. Small compromises.
Yeah, small lies become normal.
Okay. Moving on, we're talking about the last day guest lecture. It was a fun guest lecture though. I was learning a lot from Mr. Alex and also
Hazel?
Miss
Miss
Hazel.
Miss
Hazel.
Hazel, yes.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
So let's talk about Mr. Alex. So what are your thoughts on our guest lecture yesterday? Yes.
It showed that ethics in business is not black and white.
How about you, Sa?
So during the presentation, I realized that company often justify unethical action or necessary.
I think one key insight is that ethical behavior depends on the system, not just the individuals. But I also questions, like, are company truly ethical or they're just trying to look ethical? What do you think, Vic?
So yeah, there's a lot of company that use ethics for the brand. So I think
But even though if it's just branding, it still pushes company to behave themselves better, not just for a stunt.
Or maybe it's just fake.
But it still create pressure to improve.
I learned that unethical behavior can become normalized.
And awareness is important. We need to start questioning decisions.
I want to talk about our hosts that are offline today. So today, I want to talk about our guest lectures that happened in March 30th, 2026. But instead of summarizing it, I want to ask about, is it interesting if we actually analyze and critically? Like, not just how about the speaker said, but what is that actually means in business situations. So maybe we can start with you, Bagas.
Yeah.
So what do you think stood out to the most to you? Sorry.
For me, one of the main things that stood out is how the lecture emphasized that ethical decision making in business is rarely black and white. Most decisions are in a gray area where companies have to balance profit, ethics, and stakeholder expectations. But what I found interesting is that companies often don't aim for the most ethical decision. They aim for the most justifiable one.
Well, I found it quite interesting. When you say justifiable, do you mean that companies are more focused on how they can explain their decisions rather than whether the decisions itself is truly ethical?
Yeah, exactly. I think companies think ahead about how their actions will be perceived. So instead of asking, is this right or wrong? They ask, can we defend this if people question us?
So I actually agree with that. And I think that it connects to another point from the lecture, which is that ethic is business. It can sometimes become more about image than actual values. For example, a company might promote sustainability or social responsibility in their branding, but internally they might still engage in practice that contradicts those values. So it becomes more about maintaining a good image rather than actually being ethical.
Okay. I think I have quite an image on that, but I think that raises are a really important questions. It raises an important questions where I think company genuinely trying to be ethical or they are just trying to appear ethicals because it benefits their reputation and also their profits. Because if ethics is only used as a strategy, I think that it becomes more of a business tool rather than a moral to people. Do you say, Fikri?
Okay, but I think it can actually be both. Even if a company start being ethical for strategic reasons, like improving their brand image, it can still create positive outcomes. For example, if consumer demand environmental friendly products, companies will adapt, even if their intention isn't pure ethical. So in that sense, even strategic ethics can still benefit society.
But doesn't that make ethics kind of superficial? Like if companies only act ethically when it benefits them, then they might stop as soon as it becomes inconvenient. So I feel like that kind of ethics isn't really reliable.
Okay, this is actually a quite interesting topic. Let's explore that. Do you think that intention matters more or outcome matters more in business ethics? Bagas?
I think outcome matters more. At the end of the day, if the result is beneficial, then it's still positive, regardless of the intention.
I don't fully agree with that. I think intention matters because it affects the consistency. If a company is only ethical when it's profitable, then they won't stay ethical in difficult situations.
I think both are matter because the outcome is important because it affects people, but intention is also important because it shows the company true values.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. If the intention is not there, then ethical behavior might not last at all.
I think this connects really well to ethical theories. For example, the utilitarian approach focuses on outcomes, the greatest good for the greatest number, whereas deontological approach focuses on principles, whether something is right or wrong, regardless of the result. And I think from the lecture, it seems like most businesses tend to lean towards utilitarian thinkings because they focus on results and impact. What do you think, Bagas?
Yeah, because business is very result driven. If a decision increases profit or efficiency, it's often seen as justified.
But that can also be dangerous because it can justify harming a smaller group of people as long as the majority benefit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where ethical dilemmas comes in. There's no perfect solution, only trade-off.
Well, one thing I also found interesting here is that how much it emphasizes what was placed on systems and also organizational structure.
Culture.
Culture, sorry, yeah. It's not just about the individual decisions, it's also about the environment people are in.
I think that's very true. Even if someone has strong personal values, if they're in a company where unethical behavior is normal, it becomes very difficult to act differently.
And sometimes people don't even realize they are being unethical because it becomes part of the culture.
Yeah, like a small action. For example, slightly misleading customer or adjusting data can slowly become normal over time.
Well, I think that's exactly true. Like, imagine a company where sales targets are very aggressive. At first, people might feel uncomfortable exaggerating product claims, but over time, it just becomes part of how things are done.
And in that situation, it's hard to say whether the problem is the individual or the system.
I think it's both. The system creates pressure, but individuals still have responsibility for their actions.
Yeah, but realistically, not everyone has the courage to go against the system.
Well, I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from the lecture, that ethical decisions is not just from making or knowing that the decision is right or wrong, but also about having the awareness and courage to act on it, even under pressures. And also, understanding that business decisions are influenced by many factors like profit, culture, personal values. It's not just about ethicals alone. So, overall, I think the guest lecture helped us realize that ethical decisions making in business is complex.
Yes, I agree.
What do you think, guys?
Definitely.
Definitely.
100%. There wouldn't be any simple answer for this. And it requires balancing different perspective and then also cautioning assumptions and being aware of both individual responsibility and the system influence. I think that's all about it, guys, for our podcast today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. and Madam, and also Mr.
Mr. and
Mr.
Madam.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Mr. and Madam.
Bro,